This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
Captains are meeting at midfield. They are getting ready to obviously prepare for the coin toss in this third round Sweet 16 Eastern Regional semifinal, or quarterfinal actually. Winner will go to the Eastern Regional semifinal next Friday night after Thanksgiving. And we are about ready for kickoff. We need to pause quickly, though, for 10 seconds of station identification. Wherever you're listening on the radio, we are CRN.com. Kickoff is very soon.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN. Comets Country, it's time. Are you ready? From football to basketball, baseball, softball, and lacrosse, and even volleyball to soccer, and so much more. From the diamond to the field and the court, it's time for Clayton Comets Athletics. And we are now on the air for broadcast coverage exclusively on CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Captains meeting now on the famed C at midfield here at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. Electricity, Kevin Stump, beginning to build more and more as we get closer to the kickoff here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everybody's hyped up. I think it's just they're ready to be done with this. Let's just go ahead and do this coin toss and then get the game started.
Ryan Tompert, you're down below amongst the awesome Comet crew. What's your take of getting ready for this playoff game? Round 3 kickoff in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, the energy has pumped up a little bit more here in the crowd. The fans are ready to go. The players are set to go. They're both in their respective tunnels, and they're ready to go out and battle out here on the turf.
The captains, Aiden Smalls, Carson Jones, obviously. How about Mr. River Fiore? He's back. And Keyshawn Stanza, one of the nation's defensive football players, committed to Miami, ready to go and flip a coin, ready to decide what happens here.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to go to Clemson and just decided to change his mind and go down to Miami, go to South Beach down there, and can't blame him. I'd rather be at the beach anyways.
This will be a good one. We're glad you're joining us. The graphic on the screen. We welcome you to coverage on the Community Radio Network and our CRN Sports Network coverage. Number 6, D.H. Conley. Number 3, Clayton. It is the Vikings. It is the Comets. Winner goes on. If you do not get it done, your season's over. It's on to football. And D.H. Conley is out first.
See that right there?
Cartwheels, jumping jacks, and more. And now here come the Comets. The Comets are ready. Playoff football time is now. Parker Ferguson, Tyler Campbell, the first two to lead them out of the tunnel. And it is go time here in Clayton.
And you can definitely see the further you go along, the more cameramen you have, because they've been out there snapping pictures. I've seen about 10 camera guys out there snapping all kinds of pictures tonight.
Last week, Clayton defeated number 14 New Hanover here on CRN's coverage from Nixon-Fowler, 29-0. Comets' first playoff shutout since November of 2005 in a 21-0 victory over Fuquay Arena. D.H. Conley defeated number 11 Southern Durham Sustainability Engineering Resources.
Or NASA,
and all that.
as Jackie calls it.
Jackie calls them NASA. 44-32. Comets are now 21-1 of their last 22 home games. This is the first time they had a home playoff game in the third round since 2017. Clayton is trying for a third straight 10-win season. This would be the only second time in school history. By the way, Clayton is celebrating their 125th anniversary next year. You heard it. Second time in school history, 10 wins in 3 seasons. First time was in 1988. 89 and 90. And if you heard me mention 89, that was the year that Coach Gary Fowler took a 2A state title here to Clayton. Last time a state championship was won. Nate Lunger is ready to kick it. Are you ready on a foggy mid-November night? Who's going to be playing after Happy Turkey Murder Day? We're about to find out. D.H. Conley, Clayton, kickoff underway. Touchback. Coming out from the 20. So a touchback from Nate Lunger. And the defense will be ready to hit the field here in just a moment for Clayton. First off, let's introduce the starting lineup for your officials from the East Carolina Football Officials Association. The referee tonight is Thurman Hardison. The umpire is John Brenneman. Head linesman is Mike Sconey. Line judge Larry Reeves. Steve Bardot is field judge. Back judge is Cicero Finley. Side judge Jonathan Meek. From the third round to the state championship, there will be 7 officials in the games. First and 10, Conley.
Pick that!
Cable.
That's
Is
a
it
pick.
picked off?
That's a pick.
It is.
Oh, what?
He says it's a catch.
Oh.
That was caught by number 85, Anderson Thomas, the sophomore wide receiver from Samari. Cable.
And
Kim.
Cabell. But that was a simultaneous catch, too. The defender got his arms on it, too. But that was for no gain, second down.
Cabell, my apologies. I said Cable. I need to pay my cable bill. Cabell. To again, number 85, Thomas. A second and 10, ball on. So they said it was incomplete. Second and 10, ball on the 20. Cabell. Up the middle,
Nothing
handoff,
doing.
number 3 on the run. That is from Cabell to Cabell. Shemaiah Cabell. Cabell might have got 2. It'll be a 3rd and 8 coming up here. Let's take a look on the broadcast of your defensive starting lineup for the Comets. It is presented by Hometown Realty.
Wesley, I don't mean to interrupt. They're asking is there an issue with the play clock because it wasn't running on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't have the batteries were down
the batteries were not working.
We had to change the batteries, Kim. Everything's good.
They had to change the batteries. They had to change the batteries.
Yes, we're good now.
So it'll be a 3rd down. There's a problem with the play clock, but they changed the batteries, and we're good and going now. So the play clock is back going. Is it going? 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Now the play clock is ongoing again. They had to change batteries.
Get him. Get him.
Cabell.
Got him.
Pressure.
Woo!
It drops him at around the 7.
Good defense. There we go.
And Cabell
got his helmet taken off.
hard. Big stops by number 11 of the Comets defense of Christian Schmidt. Number 27, Caden Blackwell. And yes, Jordan Ham was around there as well. Cam down to you for an all-state sideline report. Comets defense drops it around the 7. They got no choice but for the Vikings to punt the football in their opening series.
Yeah, the Comet defense absolutely took control of the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely took care of the line.
Yeah, it was great defense.
We'll get ready for the clock to wind down, and here comes now the punt.
Ooh,
It's going to be a good field position for the Comets. Catching it, sliding on the ground. Charles Smith, they're in the Vikings territory in their opening series around the 35.
You've got to take advantage of these situations right here. Good defensive stop, leads great offensive position. Do not let this opportunity go to rest.
Let's take a look.
32-yard line.
Let's take a look at the offensive starting lineup presented by Hometown Realty. After this next snap, 1st and 10, ball on the 32.
Bringing pressure on outside. Oh, good run, good call up the middle.
On the carry, left through the hole by number 14.
2nd and 10, ball on the 32.
Bring up 2nd down and 3 for the Comets.
So it's going to be about a 2nd and 4 from the 26.
2nd and 3 on the 25, a pickup of 7. Ryan, if you want to put up the offensive starting lineup after this next play, please do so. Hometown Realty offensive starters, led by obviously QB1. And he'll go to Noah Smith. And Noah Smith is trying to keep the drive alive. Boy, defensive stops there. Number 24 and number 40 for the Vikings, making the stop of Noah Davis and Ben Herdman. This will be a 3rd and 1 on the 23 for the Comets. Great field position, Kevin, to start their opening series here.
Yeah, and this will be the 3rd time in a row that defensive end has been unblocked on them.
Smalls, Smith. Is he got a first down? I think he does. It's enough to move the chains for another Atwell Exterior Services first down. And they're also in the W Energy red zone. Ron, what you liking down there on the field? Clayton Comet crew are pumped up in the early going, and we're loving it here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Comet fan, this is exactly what you want the game to start with. You know, that good defensive stop, the 3 and out, and then now you're driving down the field in the red zone.
1st and 10 on the 21. Fires. Anybody home?
Wide open.
Right.
Got him. Touchdown.
Comets. He got him.
Wide
Number
open.
4. Tyler Campbell. Tyler Campbell. Touchdown Comets. Clayton strikes first. Campbell with his 8th touchdown of the season.
D'Angelo Ruffin got that.
Yeah, that was number 9, D'Angelo Ruffin.
D'Angelo Ruffin. Number 9, D'Angelo Ruffin with his 5th touchdown of the year. So it's D'Angelo Ruffin catching it, touchdown Comets. Nate Lunger adds on the PAT.
Yeah, everybody knows what's coming next. Here, Mr. Craig, let's go.
By the way, Lunger, 46 of 56 for extra points. Clayton playoff football, and they strike first here at Nixon-Fowler.
Check the back seat.
All right, come here.
Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good. Because every year, dozens of children are forgotten in the backseat of a car by a parent or caregiver. All never thought it could happen to them. But with changes in routines, distractions, or a sleeping child, it can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. So get it in your head.
Check the back seat.
A message from NHTSAA and the Ad Council.
Your family is your legacy. Planning for a natural disaster will make sure you're all safe. Visit ready.gov/plan today for the tools and tips you need to protect that legacy. That's ready.gov/plan. A message brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
First series drive, perfect field position from the punt by the Vikings, and the Comets started on the 32. They put it in the end zone. Lunger adds on the PAT. Clayton on the playoff board first, 7-0. We will get an Eastern Technical Design touchdown and scoring recap after this run back from the Vikings. And room to run is number 3. Charles Smith, one man to beat. They run him down the midfield and drop him. That was Shemaiah. There you go. Cabell running the football.
That's the one play you didn't want to give up after your scoring drive, but he fumbled the ball, and then the Clayton defenders kind of separated a little bit, didn't stay in their lanes, and then he broke it up the middle.
Cabell running the football, and a big drive for now the Vikings to respond. Came back down to you, though. Clayton is on the board, though. They strike first. Kim, hold that thought. We'll get ready for the snap first. This big stop made. That was Jordan Ham, but it's a fake.
They faked me out.
And it was number 10 running the football of Samari. Cabell, and Cabell runs the football.
About 12 yards. Get a first down.
It'll move the chains. It'll give him a first down.
Hey, don't worry. It even fooled the official, the side judge over
He
here,
was
blew the
looking-
whistle
he
before
did.
the play was dead.
Yeah, I really thought
Because
the
he
guy
thought-
had the football, Kim. You're exactly right. He fooled you, fooled
He
me,
got
fooled
me.
the ref, fooled Kim.
And I was looking straight dead at him.
8 minutes left to go, by the way, in the first quarter. 1st and 10, ball on the 34, snap. Cabell fires. Anyone home? It is
Incomplete.
Yeah, it's incomplete.
Broken up by A.K.
Yeah,
Carmel.
it was intended for at least number 19 of Preston Harden, but it is incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up, ball on the 34. So the Vikings driving
Nothing
up
going
the
on that
middle.
one.
Defense swallows them up and says, you ain't going nada. Big work there by, of course, number 6, Jordan Ham. Number 23, or
Austin Dalton bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Vikings.
nice stops being made there. And this is a 3rd and 10 coming up. This takes away, if they can hold them, that big punt return, kickoff
Absolutely.
return drive, Kevin.
Absolutely. Need to get a stop right here.
Snap.
Oh, set
Cabell.
up screen.
It almost got deflected. Catch is made, and it is intended for Cabell.
They're going to get him first down on the push, it looks like.
The Cabell connection, the wide receiver from the QB. Brothers on the field. And I think it's going to be about a 4th and 2.
Yep. No, about a 4th and 1. It's going to be about a yard short.
I thought the push was going to get him through.
A yard shy. And they're going to go for it on 4th
Do
down.
not jump. Have discipline in this defensive line.
Yeah, that's one thing, Kevin, they really worked on last week as well. And Cleveland, they were flawless. Don't jump. Do not let the Vikings get in your head.
Timeout.
And a timeout being taken by the Comets. All right, Kim Winslow, down to you for another, obviously, Eastern Technical Design touchdown and scoring recap, because we can finally do that now. Clayton got great field position on a punt, and then their first series are on the board, 7-0.
They did. They had to take advantage of that good field position. And, you know, Robbie Worrell mentioned earlier about Comets have a balanced offense, and they came out running 3 straight times after getting that first down. Then they throw it deep into the end zone for the touchdown. You were talking about the officiating crew. I was talking to one of them on the sidelines, and they are actually, we should have a good crew tonight. They are actually one of the crews that will be calling state championship games.
Yes,
so we got a good, solid crew tonight.
Yeah, this group is from the Eastern Carolina Football Officials Association. So not even the Triangle Football Officials Association offer up doing this game. And Kevin, you heard Robbie say it in the pregame. This from now on will be 7 officials.
Yep.
And that's just like college football.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. 4th and 1.
Oh, that's going to be close. I don't think he got.
They stopped
Nope,
him.
he didn't get him on the other side.
stopped him.
Yeah, that's defensive stop
They
right there.
stopped him. Yeah, baby.
And if you saw that play, the head official wasn't even in place when they snapped that ball.
It was by inches,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they stopped him.
Hey, what do they always, Fowler, when we used to play, he's always told us football is a game of inches. And I mean, it don't mean if it's a millimeter or a quarter inch or 5 inches. I mean, you get to stop, you get to stop. That was great defense by Clayton.
Defense making a big stop there, Kevin. And just like that, 1st and 10 on the 25 for Clayton.
And
in their
always
second
remember what they
series.
always say, and I've heard Mark say it before too, you know, offense wins games, but defense wins championships.
That's right. Smalls ready, high snap. Smith, it's a fake, running, throwing, and it's a loss. As it was Smalls and Fiore ran into one another, it looked like. We'll lose about a yard or 2. About a 2nd and 11 coming up.
Yeah, they were trying the run pass, and then he pulled it back in at the last second because he was going to get tackled in the backfield. So Aiden tried to get what he could.
Ready. Fires.
Come on now.
Incomplete.
Catch the ball before you run with it.
Number 17, Parker Ferguson. Bring a 3rd down and 11.
By the way, D.H. Conley having radio coverage from back in Greenville. This game is also on the Fan Huddle video stream. It'll be delayed broadcasted on CRN YouTube broadcast channel, and obviously live on the Community Radio Network, 87.9 FM, and of course at wearecrn.com and CRN Mixler. Midway in the first quarter, 3rd and 11, coming up for the Comets on the 24. Smalls, perfect. Got room to run. He'll dart to the right near the Viking sideline, and he's got speed.
Oh, he's close.
I think he's about a yard shy. Maybe a pickup of 10.
Oh, I don't know. This yard lineman on this
Are they
side.
going to move the chains?
No, he's going to be a yard short.
I think he's short a yard. 4th and 1. I said that. He dove just a yard shy. Ryan, I see you zooming in. That's exactly what it is, buddy.
They're bringing in the
big boys.
powers. Yep.
They sure are. Could we see a little tush push?
The heavy package.
On the 34.
Either that or draw them off size 1.
7-0. The big man, Noah Smith, in the back. Aiden Smalls, and there's a little miscommunication, a timeout by the Comets.
And that's already their second time out of the half.
I was just going to say the same thing.
And it's timeout, second timeout for Clayton.
Only first quarter, and burned 2 timeouts.
In the first 7 minutes in the game.
Wow.
That's got to tell me that I imagine they
Something
are still planning.
Right.
Well, I think they're still planning to go for it. I don't think you would have burned a timeout.
And then kicked the ball. Yeah, you would have done that. You would have took the 5-yard penalty.
And on that previous play, on the second down play, it was unfortunate with Parker Ferguson. He is usually sure hands, but as Kevin said, he turned and looked to run before he looked that ball in.
Yep.
Want to send a big shout out to the mini Mike Clayton Comets. The Civitan Comets, they won the Super Bowl.
East Wake Football League, yep.
East Wake Football League Super Bowl champions. They got it done over Wendell. Last Saturday, congratulations, Mini Mike Comets from the Clayton Comets of Clayton High. Here we go now,
the
4th and 1.
Eagles can do it. Oh, man.
Rushing
he's got
up the middle. He's got room to run and more.
Go. There you go.
And it's a first down at midfield. A big first down.
That was a great call by Chadwick to see what they were going to do on defense before he run that play.
The senior Noah Smith, right up the middle. All he needed was 1. I think he got 12.
Well, Chadwick, like me and Kim were talking about, he only burned that time out if they knew exactly what they wanted to see on that previous play and what exactly they were going to do. And they must have set it up, and he just seen something where they were going to run it right. They could run it better up the middle than they could run it with the quarterback push.
I think we're going to have a battle of the bands tonight, Ryan, as well. Bands on the home side and away side.
He is.
1st and 10. Why no flags for being offsides? They're going to go to the right to the C at midfield. Noah Smith will pick up about 3. Guy for Vikings definitely was offsides. No flag was called. Pickup of 3, 2nd and 10 at exactly the 50-yard line, Kevin.
Yep. Just a little bit shy of 50 right there on the nose of it, so we'll see what to do on 2nd and 7.
Stansel, 67 tackles, 16 tackles for loss, 4 sacks this year, leading the way. Buckland with 44. And there goes the Comets now with Aiden Smalls pushing, rushing, driving. He'll keep it on his own and run. Smalls looking for his 18th touchdown of the year. He's heading towards 900 yards.
But that was almost disastrous. He lost the ball.
Yes, he did.
Unfortunately, another Comet fell on it. I couldn't see who it was that dove in on it, but that could have been disastrous. We talked about, especially in the playoffs, just how important it is to protect that ball.
Oh, and by the way, speaking of holding on to the football, Kim Winslow, in the obviously season so far, Clayton has only had 8 turnovers this year. 8 turnovers to their opponent's 20.
That's pretty good. I mean,
3rd and 4. Smalls fires.
Oh, go.
Welcome back. The name is Dalton. Move the chains. First down, Comets. They're in Vikings territory again. And with 3 minutes left in the first quarter, Austin Dalton, the sophomore wide receiver, catches the football. Ball on the 36. And another Atwell Exterior Services first down for 24.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Rogers now looking for his 6th touchdown of the season. He's got 5 TDs on the year. First and 10, ball on the 36.
Go, Aiden.
Rushing.
Go. Cut it back in the middle.
Superman, Aiden Smalls, tripped up on his feet.
Down to the 7.
There was a shoelace tackle to bring him down. If they didn't grab it, he would have been to the end zone, Ryan. But we do go to the W Energy red zone, and it's first and goal.
6.
First down.
Well, I'll tell you what. Ryan, how excited is it down there amongst the crowd right now? How electric is this atmosphere?
Yeah, the atmosphere is electric down here. You know, this is Clayton could score here again and, you know, take that 2-possession lead. And, you know, that's what the fans very want to see happen right here.
Control your destiny. Noah Smith up the middle as he broke the play. He has Noah Smith, senior number 1, touchdown Comets. Now this is exactly what they wanted to work on. Remember, in their series drives, they wanted to score. They wanted points. They didn't want to do a punt, field goal. They wanted to do score each series, and they done it. Mark Coates gives a big thumbs up. 2 series in a row and a touchdown.
That's right. That's how you want to do it. No penalties offensively or defensively so far. Playing everything to just the top of their game.
Longer, 46 for 56 so far for extra points. Here he comes. Extra one. It's up. Longer's on fire. It's good. He's now 47. He's 47 for 57 on the season now. And the Comets are ready for the C-Man again. Third round playoffs, and Clayton leads by 2 scores.
I'm a teenage girl. My BFF Becky texts and says she's kissed Johnny. Well, that's a problem because I like Johnny. Now I'm emotionally compromised and whoopsies. I'm all OMG. Becky's not even hot. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate.
Comets 14, DH Conley 0.
No, got a little pooch kick going on.
And they'll kick it to the right of the Vikings sideline to DH Conley.
Good.
Boy, he got hit hard. Number 15 just wanted to clarify again that number 1, Bryson Roach is down. That was Noah Smith. Number 15, I'm sorry, Beckham Surratt. He wanted to clarify, Kim. Surratt wanted to clarify that Roach was down. You got a touchdown in scoring recap. Clayton in both series drives have scored 14-0.
Yeah, we were talking, we want to see much better kickoff coverage on this kickoff return, and boy, did they laid it this time.
Laid the lumber, Kevin. And here comes Cabell back out there.
You got 4 wide receivers one side.
First and 10, ball on the 24. 4 wide receivers on the left side. Trying to play mind games. Catch made, number 7. He ain't getting far, though. He might have caught it, but he didn't go nowhere after. Number 7 catching the football of Jacob Stilling.
Lost the yard, bring up second down and 11.
Lost a yard or 2. Second and 11 coming up here.
Looking at that play right there, I felt like I was the quarterback in Varsity Blues, and the guy was like, 1, 2, 3. How many receivers they got out there?
5?
Yeah.
Feel like I'm watching Monday Night Football out there. Jordan Ham, Tayshawn Walker, and others on the stop for the Comets D. Second and 11. Ball on the 23.
Oh, that's false start on them.
And a flag will fly on Conley. And I'll be honest with you, I think that's the first flag of the game, Rob.
It is.
It is.
That's right.
And first flag of the game, it's on Vikings.
Against the right tackle. He just
moved, and then the running back followed him.
Yep.
That's exactly what it was. I don't know about y'all, but I see a number 54 out there. That's what I'm talking about.
That reminds you of your football days, don't it?
That was me right there, playing
number
defensive end and
31
everything.
reminds me of mine, Jeremiah Kaiser. Here we go, second and 16, ball on the 18. Get him! Almost dropped.
AK, got it.
He got it now. Intercepted! Intercepted! A pick six! A pick six!
Oh, they're going to get it for a celebration.
The pick six!
going to be for celebration?
They might get a penalty for excessive celebration, but it is a pick six by the Comets.
He should have had that first one whenever they were right in front of Kim, whenever we were talking about it was the simultaneous catch right there that they called and gave it to the offense. But AK said, nope, you won't taking this one from me. I'm taking this one to the house.
85 seconds left to go. 85 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Comets are about to be leading 21-0.
And if you're Scott Chadwick, you couldn't have wrote it up a
be
better
happy
first quarter.
Because you got your series on offense, you're scoring, and your defense just got a pick six and a touchdown as well.
No, they're going to back it up on the field goal
Yeah,
now.
excessive celebration. It's going to be on the PAT here.
Yeah, the referee had called it on kickoff, and then they've moved. Well,
yeah. Wait a minute. They're letting him get it back. Yeah, it's going to be after the kickoff. Cam, down to you.
No, I was going to say I didn't think you could do it on the
couldn't do it on
the
PAT.
extra point.
So they walked it
regardless,
back,
if you've been watching Nate's extra point, so far, boy, he's got some distance on him tonight.
He certainly has. Nate Lunger looking good, trying to be 48-58, and he's got it perfect. Boom!
Hey,
almost hit the scoreboard.
Yes, I want to say something. Normally, that might throw Nate Lunger off. It was a bad snap. It was low. Even Aiden kind of shuffled it a little bit, but Nate just went through his motion, got the kickoff.
Yeah, and that's the second one like that. The very first one that they kicked was just like that. He lifted it up and had to put it back down.
And Kim, how about that pick six?
Holy smokes, that was great. And the thing is, that was almost like what was almost an interception on D.H. Conley's first possession.
That's right.
I mean, he went in. It was almost a simultaneous catch, but this time AK pulled that away.
He snagged it right out of his hand. He took off with it. He was like, nope, not taking it.
2 thumbs up now. 2 thumbs up for Mark Coates.
If he had 3, he might give you 3 the next time.
He's got his feet. He's got his thumbs, and he's got his big toe. 21-0. Clayton up. 85 seconds left in the first quarter.
2-6,
By the way, it doesn't matter whether it's the playoffs or not. You score 35 points or more, it's a running clock.
Hey, I'll tell you, just keep going in. Look, I'll go home a little bit early. I'm all right with that.
Ryan, how you feeling down there, buddy? They pumped up in C-Town, ain't they?
They keep on getting louder after every score, and they are the energy level is getting higher every possession. But this is a great way to start the game for Clayton so far. To get 2 great offensive drives and a defensive score as well. So everything's seeming to go all right for Clayton so far.
By the way, big hello to Jim Kelly, the voice of the Trojans. He's listening to our broadcast while calling PA for Garner. Garner right now is beating Cape Fear 14-7.
Oh, that's a great kick. Go get it. All the way back to the 10. Get him. Oh, he ain't going nowhere. Nope. Down to 11. Great kick by Nate Lunger. Good kick.
What a great job.
Great kick.
Nate Lunger got that perfectly to drop around the 15-yard line. Beckham's right there to make the stop. And you're stuck in the 12.
Kim would probably know better than me, but it looked like he hit about the 25 and rolled all the way back to the 5, and he made it back to the 11.
Yes, you're about right, and that's the benefit of that kind of kick. As you saw, it came in spinning.
Yep.
It was not a clean kick. It was spinning sideways, and that's hard for somebody to make a catch. Let me see if I can hear.
And that going back also, while you're trying to do that, Kim, that also about that 14 mile an hour wind gust we were talking about.
We talked about
if it turns that ball just a little bit and starts to spin it the other way, you got to watch that if you're a kick returner. If all else fails, it might put you deep in the hole. But, get away if you don't think you're going to be able to catch it, because you do not want to give up a big play to another team.
So it's a 1st and 10 on the 12. Get back down to you for another All-State sideline report.
Yeah, a flag had flown. They came over to talk to Chadwick. It was holding on D.H. Conley. Of course, he was going to decline that. But that was a great kick, knowing that they were pushed back because of the Comet penalty, the excessive celebration, and it worked in our favor.
Couldn't ask for a better kickoff.
Cam, keep your mic on. I'm going to toss it down to you again.
Oh, he almost got him another one.
Another defensive pickoff.
AK almost picked him off another one.
Boy, Carmel was there. He's going to go to Division I somewhere, people. And Amari Gibbons, the linebacker junior, was also on the stop. Cam, back down to you for an All-State sideline report. And Ryan, follow the camera as I describe this to Kim. Kim, I noticed before kickoff there is a white tape line on the blue turf of the Comets sideline.
Yeah, I think they're wanting the players to stay behind that line just to kind of give it extra room and only coaches up in that open section there.
Cabell, catch made, but he is short. That was number 7, by the way, of Jacob Stilley that caught the football.
It allows the coaches to move up and down the sideline quickly as well. And obviously back far enough away from the officials.
Don't pass that white line. Don't cross that line.
Don't give them no clipboards.
Winner of this game goes to round 4. Next Friday night after Happy Turkey Murder Day.
Never heard anybody call it that, but I like it.
Thanksgiving next Thursday. It is a 2nd and 3. High snap. Cabell fires. Catch made. High catch. And the defense is there by Charles Smith. Amari Gibbons. That was number 3. Shemaiah Cabell and Cabell back in fashion going again.
Stop there, made by number 10.
Cabell and Cabell, they are brothers. Kevin's getting excited. 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, that had to come out of my long sleeve shirt.
What a fun 12 minutes for playoff football here, Kevin. Nothing like last week.
Absolutely.
Cabell. And he goes to number 2, Elijah Taft. And Taft will be the final play of the first quarter. A pickup of about maybe 4. 2nd and 6 coming up, but that will end the first quarter here at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. Comets 21, Vikings 0.
First quarter, folks, with this score, D.H. Conley 0.
12 minutes down, 12 minutes to go. What you take of the first 12 minutes there, Kevin? This is Stump.
There ain't nothing you can say any better than what they played and open up this first quarter. This is perfect Clayton football to a T. Great defense. Offense is playing good. All 3 phases, like Mark always says, the kicking, the offense, and the defense. They're all in sync. And you've got to keep this up for the next 36.
Ryan Tomford, what you got, buddy? What you take of the first quarter?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. All phases of the Clayton's team so far. Special teams has done an amazing job on those kickoffs, and they are being flawless. And this is what you need to do in the playoffs. And they're getting another shutout quarter, and it's a great way for them to start off the game.
What you got, All-State sideline reporter Kim Winslow? Your take of the first 12 minutes, ma'am.
Well, I'll tell you what, we talked about how last week Clayton started off slow, a little sluggish after the bye week, and that we wanted them to get a fast start tonight. And boy, I would say I don't think you could have got it started any quicker. We do have an injury to report, though.
Okay.
Malachi Burt is out for the rest of the game with a shoulder injury. I asked him, because I never saw it happen, on that first play of the game when he was trying to get that interception, when he came in with the receiver, he landed on his shoulder. So he's got pads off. He is out for the remainder of the game.
So Malachi Burt, the sophomore defensive back, out with a shoulder injury. As the Vikings come back on the field, we get ready to put 12 minutes on the clock, and we start the second quarter.
We do like we do every time. We got to win every quarter.
Got to win the quarter. Every quarter.
Because, that's like I told you 2 weeks ago when I was at the South game. They dropped up. It was 3-0 at halftime. And the next thing you know, it was at the end of the third quarter, it was 40-0.
Clayton knew they needed to play business tonight with DH. And they're taking him to school. Incomplete. That was number 10.
Cabell's pass intended for number 85.
Cabell was intended to 85 of Anderson Thomas. However, they had 2 Comet defenders. No flags. Incomplete, third down.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And there's a lot of people on the sidelines. Even Coach Chapman was kind of a little heated right there for the holding call. He's still talking to the referee.
3rd and 6. By the way, it is so good to hear the PA voice of the Comets, Robbie Worrell, again, hyping up the crowd. Not taking anything away from the DJ over there. But you hear the difference of the atmosphere, too.
I mean, the music is great, and it gets the kids hyped up, but, was there a timeout?
Conley's going to call for a timeout. We'll step away and take one with them as well. Here is a word from the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. Don't forget, December 11th, 12th, 13th, the state championships live on CRN as well.
I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach, in a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans. What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship. Together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Look at you go. The one-trip grocery champ, snooze button resistor, master sock matcher. We know the daily grind can be tough, but amidst the hustle, we see you conquer it all. And at Scooters Coffee, we believe it's the little wins that deserve some big moments of joy. So go on, embrace that tiny triumph. You master parallel parker you. Take that victory lap and savor the sweet taste of success. Scooters Coffee, you didn't just order it, you earned it.
3rd and 6. A 3rd and 6 ball on the 48.
We'll have an illegal substitution.
And I think we have an illegal substitution. There's a flag on the play. Ryan, flag on the play. It's an illegal substitution on the Comets.
First one on Clayton of the game.
Well, that's going to make a 3rd and 6 now be about a 3rd and 1 here. 5-yard penalty on the Comets. That's the first, by the way, that's the first penalty flag of the night on Clayton to D.H. Conley's 3. Cabell, pressure, catch made. He got dropped, but he did catch it, 22.
We actually had the unsportsmanlike penalty, so it wasn't the first, but it's the first on the defense.
Yeah, so that's true after the touchdown. So it's 2 penalties now. Thank you, Kim. By the way, that was number 22 of Booth from Cabell catching the football. He got pressured. Missed it, though. Here we go now. 1st and 10 on the 40. Cabell trying to force the Vikings up the field to not let them have a shutout.
And you notice Keyshawn, gets in the backfield quickly. Look at the alignment they have right now. Keyshawn is lining up, standing up behind the defensive line, not to trigger or let him know which side he's blitzing on.
Playing some
gives him the
football.
Opportunity to blitz either on the right side or the left side, and they don't know till the play starts.
21-0. You got some updates of some of the games going on?
No, there's none of the other ones that have been.
I guess they just started about 8 minutes ago.
Yeah, not on Max Preps anyways.
We started at 7. A lot of games at 7:30. Another one we're watching is tonight. Cleveland hosting Southeast Raleigh. Up the middle. Number 3, Cabell from Cabell.
Cabell's little pitch pass.
Cabell connection. There it is. Yes, sir. It's the brothers, brotherly love.
3rd down and 5.
And they'll pick up about half the distance. 3rd and 5 coming up here now from the Cabell connection of the Vikings for D.H. Conley. And already 11 minutes left in the first half with in the second quarter here, Kevin.
Yeah, and the older brother, the quarterback, I'm not going to butcher no names, but he's 6'5", 205, and you can see
Cabell.
he could definitely.
Samari Cabell.
Okay.
Yeah, Samari Cabell.
Once again, for the Vikings, it's
Samari Cabell and Shamaya Cabell. Cabell and Cabell. 3rd and 6, ball on the 36. And did they get the play off in time? I don't know if they did.
No, he threw the flag.
Flag. It is a penalty on D.H. Conley. Delay of game. Mr. Walker on the play clock tonight.
Wesley, we do have
What's up, Ryan?
We do have one update for the east side so far in off of Max Preps. Gardner is beating Cape Fear 14-7 so far.
Yeah, I already said that. I mentioned that earlier. Our buddy Jim Kelly from Garner, the PA announcer, sent me an update. That'll be a good game. And right now, incomplete. 4th down and 11 coming up. It was intended for number 2 of Elijah Taft, the running back, trying to be a wide receiver. Butterfingers, and it's a 4th down coming up here, Kevin.
Yeah, which works out perfect for us because we had defenders in the area, so I think we had it pretty well covered. But they've been running those screens, those little short out screens all evening.
4th and 11. The Vikings of D.H. Conley have got to punt.
No, they ain't. They're going for it.
And actually, no, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
4th and 11.
Oh, boy, I don't know if I say this is a good idea. And it's
there's another screen again, but there's Keyshawn right there to go.
And he stopped him. There was a screen, but Keyshawn Stansel read it, and they might got back to the line of scrimmage. Turnover on downs. It's Comets football.
And that's exactly what Kim was talking about. They've got him shadowing that quarterback on some of those passing plays, and he read it perfectly.
Kim Winslow, back down to you for an All-State sideline report. What a phenomenal job by the Comets defense here.
I mean, the execution has been phenomenal defensively. And they're, again, going to put their offense in a good starting position when you can start at your own 40. Certainly shortens that field.
Win every quarter.
It is misty, but the mist is gone. It's more of a foggy night here at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. Aiden Smalls.
That's pass defensive pass interference over here.
And we got defensive pass
interference.
No, they don't. They didn't call it. No, I'm going to run it on my own. Breaks away from a scramble, baby, and he gets a first down out of the deal.
First slide is about the 49-yard line of being 2nd down and 1.
I'm like you. I thought Ruffin got defensive pass interference from number 20 there.
After going back and talking, it looked like they had just got tangled up.
DeSoto and Ruffin got tangled up. By the way, D'Angelo Ruffin credited for the first touchdown of the night. And now we get ready for a 2nd and 1. Pickup of 9, Parker.
Oh, go!
Busted right through his man and runs with the football. Goes to the 30. Look for a second, he might have grabbed the helmet, but
yeah,
you see him wrap around, he was on his pads.
Well, the side judge wasn't there. He had fell down to about the 40-yard line, and the play got to about the 30.
And I love how the player actually made it be where I'm right here on your pads. I'm bringing you down on the pads to prove a point, just in case the official might question it.
Well, he's waving his arms. He fell down.
And this will now be a 1st and 10, ball on the 30. By the way, both series opening drives for Clayton touchdowns. A pick 6 by Clayton, a touchdown on defense. And now Noah Smith running, push back. Hello, there's the big boys from Greenville.
On the carry, no gain. We got 2nd down and 10 from the 30-yard line.
That was Nick Davis. That was number 44, Landon Bossellano. And they push back Noah Smith.
Yeah, it was try to run in the middle, looked like he was going to get about 2 yards, and then the big boys, like Mark said, their meat potato team down there in Greenville, they just closed that hole up real fast.
So it looks like they're going to still blow the play dead, and he'll be back at the line of scrimmage, so he'll be at 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, ball on the 30. Play clock is at 5 seconds. Aiden Smalls, play clock at 3, 2, 1. He makes it. Smalls runs it right, going, fires, driving, red zone, gets out of bounds.
Yep, and steps out of bounds whenever all 3 defenders started closing on him. A smart play by Aiden.
Aiden Smalls, play clock was down to almost 2 and 1 second remaining.
Like
and he gets a big play here.
And like they always say, when we talk about Aiden Smalls going out of there, you got to know when to hold him and know when to fold him. And he sure did. He stepped out of bounds whenever them 3 defenders started closing in, which is a very smart play.
The Superman of the Comets, the QB1, heading towards 1,000 yards, rushing. And right now, 3rd and 2, ball on the 22. Clayton. Now Smith.
Nope.
It was a fake. Somebody else had the football. I think it's a 1st down.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Short game, still 4th down.
Short game by Noah Smith, and it will be a 4th down coming up, 4th and 2.
Yeah, he was actually stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Comets had it in their,
they're going to go for it, Kim.
Their heavy package. Yeah, I think they knew already this was going to be 4-down territory.
Yep.
4-down territory. They're going to go for it.
Especially the way this defense has been playing.
4th and 2. Clayton's going to go for it. For the first time tonight, we've seen some signs of life from the meat and potato eaters out of Greenville for the Vikings. D.H. Conley.
Oh, he got that. That's a face mask. Holy crap.
Face mask. No flag, but I think he did get a first down.
What in the? He was trying to push him back by his face mask.
They'll move the chains. It's a 1st and 10 for the Comets, but they don't call a face mask.
That is the second or third missed call that they've made. That one, and then earlier when they were on the 50-yard line, they were lined up off sides.
Clayton on 4th down territory. Keeps their drive alive. Another set of downs. 1st and 10. Ball on the 20. They are in the W Energy red zone.
He reached up and grabbed it just like that.
This is their 3rd offensive drive. Their first 2 series of first quarter, they scored. Option from Smalls to Smith. He might get about 3 or 4.
Pitch out to Smith off the right-hand side on the speed option. Pick up 2 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 8 from the 18-yard line.
There are spurt moments, if you will, Kevin, where D.H. Conley shows aggression on the defense, but then quickly it's like the life gets sucked out of them from the big blue and black of Clayton.
That's right, and that's what we want to do. We want to,
By the way, Comets are wearing blue game jerseys, black game pants, white game helmets with the famed Clayton C, the originals, Clayton Town. Blue and black stripes up the middle, white numbers, Smalls under pressure. Gets away from a man, fires, catch. It is caught, but it's out of bounds. It's on the outside of the right pylon. Incomplete. D'Angelo Ruffin. D'Angelo Ruffin caught the football, but it's out of bounds. Kim, down to you.
And I tell you what, as a good receiver does, he tried his darndest to keep that foot in, but the ball was just too wide. I actually saw D'Angelo, practicing that toe touch.
Yes.
The kind of the toe touch, toe tap, keeping for any of those throws along the sideline, and almost came in handy right there. That ball was just thrown too far out of bounds.
Ruffin, by the way, 47 yards, 5 attempts, 9 points per game he averages. Ruffin with his 5th touchdown earlier tonight. And Smalls fires, he gets dropped. Anybody home? Caught it! They say it's incomplete again! He caught it, Parker Ferguson, but it's outside the end zone! Oh my goodness! Ruffin burnt. Ferguson burnt. They caught the football, but it was out of bounds twice. 4th and 8, and here comes Nate Lunger to go for a field goal. 35-yard field goal attempt for number 23. Lunger is 3 for 9 this year in field goals. 3 for 9. Flags fly. It was through the uprights, but there's a flag on the play.
Offsides on D.H. Conley. Now they might go for it.
Offsides on the Vikings. They'll move them up 5 yards. Do you go for it again, or do you put the offense back out there for a 4th and 3, Kevin? What do you think?
Well, I'm looking right at Scott, but I'm going to say you've already got them down in the whole 21-0. Let's try to put them. Go ahead and try to get this first down.
So this would be about a 30-yard.
And
here comes Smalls. Smalls is back out. Lunger will come in.
And we're going to bring the offense back on the field.
Smalls and Smith. And Campbell and Ruffin and Ferguson, the law offices of the Comets offense are back out. 4th and 3.
They blew the whistle. And he made him start that. But he's fussing because it's like they're good.
4th and 3. By the way, Clayton's down to 1 timeout left in the first half. I just want to keep up with that.
We had to use it right now.
And Clayton will receive the football to start the third quarter. Right. Here we go now with a 4th and 3. Play clock down to 5. And they're going to use their last timeout. Timeout, Clayton. They have exhausted all of their timeouts with 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Second quarter, we got a timeout as well.
Fractions of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bullring is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on race nights. Wake County Speedway, 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh. WCSpeedway.com.
You went car shopping, you meant business. You aced vehicle history searches and test drives. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Clayton has used all of their timeouts. 6:30 left to go in the first half, second quarter. Kevin Stump, Wesley Outland, Ryan Tompert in the booth. Kim Winslow, our All-State sideline reporter, coming up at the half. Special commentary for Clayton Peanut Company halftime report from Robbie Worrell. Wide open on a 4th and 3. 4th and 3. 4th and 3. Touchdown Comets, Aiden Smalls. Rushing to the end zone for his 18th touchdown of the year. This would make it 28-0 if Nate Longer tacks on the PAT. He would be 49 of 59 if he makes it. Longer. And I think we got a flag. I think it's on Conley.
5-yard penalty against the
No,
Comets.
it's on Clayton, actually.
That is up 5 yards.
I thought it was on Conley.
Try it again.
One of the Comets moved a little too early. Back them up. Clayton, 27-0. They add on this extra point. And Nate Longer trying to be now 49 of 59. Longer 49 of 59 if he can make the PAT. The extra point. Up through the uprights. Good. No. Man, it looked like he had it from here, but it's no good.
Well, if you looked at the right side referee, he looked straight up at the goalpost, so it went right over top to the outside of the goalpost on that right-hand side.
49 of 58 now.
49 of 60.
49 out of 60. You're exactly right.
You went backwards and forward.
I did. 49 out of 60. Clayton, though, on the board, though, 27-0.
Can I get a Ric Flair?
A Ric Flair, woo! And a big celebration. And Kim Winslow, down to you for another Eastern Technical Design touchdown and score and recap. But besides the PAT not counting, every series, 3 offensively for Clayton, 1 on a pick 6 for defense. They're scoring.
Absolutely. Both sides of the ball are extremely efficient and effective tonight. Again, we said that you couldn't draw it up any better. But as you mentioned, Comets are out of timeouts. However, each of those 3 timeouts, when they used them, they were extremely effective coming out of the timeouts.
That's
so
right.
well-used timeouts, but now they're out of them.
Hey, what's that old saying? You got timeouts, use them.
You don't leave them in your pocket. They don't do you any good at halftime or at the end of the game.
You're exactly right, Kim. And right now, D.H. Conley is getting a nice
welcome to Comet Country.
Welcome to C-Town Battle. Ryan, what's your take on what you're watching, buddy? 27-0. It's got to be fun down there in the grandstand amongst the Comet crew.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun down here. They've got T-shirt tosses going, so it's a blast down here.
A straight drive line kick from Lunger. And wow, wrap him up, baby. And he did. And then they push it back. That was Bryson Roach, who just got manhandled.
Quickly turn out to about the 27-28-yard line for the Vikings.
And I want to say it was number 35 of Jaheim Stevenson. And Stevenson wrapped him up big time there, Kevin.
Absolutely, that was a great stop.
It's 1st and 10 on the 40 for the Vikings, now on the 27. 1st and 10 on the 27. 6:15 left to go here in the first half. We're in the second quarter. Snap. Up the middle. Driving. Number 2. Breakaway. That's Cobble.
Number 2, Elijah Taft, pushed it off the right-hand side, pushed out of bounds.
And actually, correction, that was actually Taft. Elijah Taft on the handoff from Cobble. Cobble to Taft, and he ran the football.
You got, who's that back here? It is Keyshawn.
Keyshawn Stansel got his helmet off.
Whoa. And he's getting sick.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Stansel.
He's losing his cookies out there.
Yes. Keyshawn Stansel's nerves might be getting to him as he is.
I don't think that.
Did he get hit?
That kid doesn't have nerves. I didn't see
Did he
what
hit the
happened.
stomach? Did he get hit in the stomach? Ryan, you're on the camera. Did you see something we missed?
I was watching the ball up the field, so I did not see what happened.
He looks fine, though.
Well, he shrugs it off now. So he loses his cookies, and he's still ready to go back out and play again. Keyshawn Stansel. He'll reset. Okay, he's got to come out because his helmet did go off. He did take his helmet off, so they got to let him at least sit for a play or two. I'm sure they'll check him out. Nerves? Kevin, nerves? What do you think?
No, absolutely. I don't think so. He probably just didn't feel quite right.
Goes now to Taft. Rushing, driving midfield to the 50. Second and 5, Taft. Want to send a big hello to Bill Royal and everybody of the Clayton Comets Civitan. They got the Boston Butt Special going on. And I got one for the booth here tonight. Boston
He's
Butt.
getting ready to get sick again, too. He's got something going on with him.
Yeah, Keyshawn, I think, yeah. Defense, and by the way, you can feel the difference of not having Stansel out there too, Kevin.
Absolutely. I mean, they know he's not out there, so they're gonna run exactly where he should be.
Where Keyshawn Stansel was playing, they are now exploiting that and using it to their advantage. 2 wide receivers left, one to the right. Cabell back to Taft, though, right up the middle.
Right up the middle again.
The breakaway. He'll move it first down. He'll head towards the 30. There's a gap missing there, though, and it is Keyshawn Stansel not on the field.
Not for long. He's wanting to get out there now.
Stansel wants to get back in there. He's got his helmet on. He just wants to give the okay to the coach.
He was drinking enough water to make sure he was back hydrated where he threw up. But that's exactly what he's done. 3 plays in a row.
And here comes Stansel back in.
Well, they'll stop running up the middle now.
And you notice that, boy, I don't want to say this, Kim Winslow, but you see how much it is when Keyshawn Stansel ain't out there, how much, like, it was different.
Yeah, in fact, I think the Comets even know that on that first play after Keyshawn left, Comets actually had 13 men on the field, and the coaches were yelling, and A.K. Crummell was trying to slowly back up. But the side judge doesn't throw the flag. That's not his call. He saw it, but didn't throw the flag. And Comets got lucky.
So he was sliding into bushes like Homer Simpson.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Cabell fires. Catch made by number 3. Brother Cabell.
You might have another one down, Kim.
And Cabell will now move the chains. It'll be a 1st and goal now for the Vikings. And I have to say this. That drive score for D.H. Conley that's about to happen is because Keyshawn Stansel was not on that field.
Well, he's there right there because he just got him a sack.
He just dropped him, got a big sack and a stop.
Hey, Kim, I don't know if you noticed or not, but Tayshawn Walker was slow getting up on that last play, so I think he was flexing his shoulder a little bit. And it looks like him and on that last tackle, him and AK got into it at about the same time.
Walker and Crummell, AK Crummell, Tayshawn Walker. 4 minutes, by the way, left to go in the first half, second quarter. And this will be a 2nd down. 2nd and goal, by the way. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal on the 16.
But there he is
Another
again.
stop, nobody home, incomplete, 3rd and long. 3rd and goal from the 16 coming up. Christian Schmidt and Keyshawn Stansel and all of them.
No, Caden Blackwell laid the hit.
Blackwell, too, number 27, yes.
Yeah. And I mean, that
junior defensive lineman.
Cabell took a a hit on that one.
Yeah, that
He
one
was a
wouldn't
little
have been
slow
that one
getting
wouldn't
up.
have been approved by the NFL because he didn't lay him down on a pillow at all.
Let's go. It's third down.
And if you watch,
third and goal coming up.
and if you watch the quarterback, he's been backpedaling more and more. Look at him right there.
Cadell, third and goal.
But there's that.
Anybody
There he is right
home?
there.
Stop him. Fourth and goal. And they might have got back to maybe, what? I think he might be at the 12.
That's what it looks like, about the 12-yard line.
So it'll be fourth and goal on the 12.
34, Blackwell on the tackle for the Comets will bring up fourth and goal from the 14-yard line.
And actually, they're going to say that to 14. Fourth and goal on the 14. This drive
Actually,
for
split the
Conley.
difference is 13.
I'm looking at the referee right in front of you.
Yeah.
That's how I keep trying to call
They're
it. 'cause I'm
saying,
looking at him.
they're saying fourth and goal on the 13. Fourth and goal on the 13. And they're going to go for it.
5 seconds on the play clock.
Comets defense. And they got him stopped. We got a timeout. Timeout by D.H. Conley because it can't be Clayton. They ain't got no more.
Well, they better be careful, but D.H. Conley, because right before he called that, he hiked the ball and the quarterback was walking away because he knew they were calling a timeout. If the refs wouldn't have blew it, that'd have been a live ball.
27-0 right now. Coming up, Clayton Peanuts Company halftime report. Special commentary from Robbie Worrell and Mark Coates. Kim Winslow, I hope you grab a word with Coach Scott Chadwick. Fourth and goal from the 14 coming up. We'll give you some scores and updates of what's going on at Garner and Cape Fear, and obviously Southeast Raleigh at Cleveland. We're watching that game closely because here's the deal. If Southeast Raleigh, who I'm rooting for tonight, beats Cleveland, we have another home game next Friday night.
Let's win this
If
one first.
not, we go to Cleveland for the fourth round next Friday.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Unless something happens and D.H. Conley catches fire. And there's still a lot of football left to play. 27-0.
Just trying to get him off the
and a
field
fourth
right
and
here.
goal on the 13.
Well, we barely got it off. He didn't throw it.
Throw. Anybody home?
Nope.
Incomplete.
AK.
Fourth down. No good. AK Cornell blocks it. Turnover on downs.
And that's why he's got over 20.
And look at the
He went
D.H.
off.
Conley coach. He is irate because Christian Schmidt did not get off the field in time.
No, he didn't. And the referee on this side right here in
I
front
think
of you,
he's about
Kim, had his
a
hand
yard
on
or
it.
two off.
But like we said, that is not his call.
Right, and he knew it.
Look
He
to your
was kind
right,
of reaching
Brian,
his
look
pocket,
to
but he
your
knew
right.
that's not his call.
Yep.
And you could see the D.H. Conley coaching staff, and rightfully so, was irate. Although
he threw a flag on him over there.
Whoa.
They got him. They got the coach over there right there on the sideline. He was standing right there talking to that one official walking back up, and he sure as heck threw the flag at him. He said something he didn't like. Good.
So now we got to find the white hat.
Yeah, it's going to be a 15-yard
It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct, and that'll be in favor of the Comets because there's going to be probably a 15-yard penalty.
Well, or will it be sideline warning?
Could it be a
First? It depends on what
Could
they
it be
call.
a warning? Yes.
Depends what he said.
It's a warning, Kim. It's a warning.
Yeah.
Sideline warning given to D.H. Conley.
They should have done.
Now, I thought the coach said something. I thought the coach said
to him.
something to the referee. I really did. It's Comets football, by the way. First and 10 on the 14.
Cut that.
Cut, drive. Terrace Hobbs is back.
Another first down.
Number 5, Terrace Hobbs, back for the first time in about 3 weeks. Nice run, Terrace.
Welcome back, Terrace Hobbs, number 5.
StayWild.com. Comet, first down.
339 rushing yards, 26 attempts, average 13 points a game. He has 3 touchdowns of the season before he went out with an injury.
There you go. Keep pushing.
Kim Winslow, down to you. You got to know number 5 is alive in C-Town, and he's great to be back on the field.
Yeah, he's been, ever since that ankle injury, he was considered questionable last week. We did not see him. He was listed as questionable again tonight. I did have a chance to talk to Coach Brian Bland before the game, and he said he was absolutely full go ready, and he's ready. He's excited to be back in this game.
2nd and 6, ball on the 29, high snap. Right up the middle, it's incomplete. 34 was on the coverage for the defense. It was intended for Parker Ferguson, the wide receiver. That was Jalen Jordan, the sophomore cornerback, on the coverage. And a 3rd and 6 coming up here for Clayton.
Yeah, it hit him almost right. It was a little bit low, but he had every chance to catch that one.
2.5 minutes under left in the second quarter, first half. 3rd and 6 on a foggy night in mid-November here in Clayton. Smalls fires. Anybody home? Yes, sir. Catch made. And then 4 defenders trying to wrap him up. That's Tyler Campbell dragging him on his legs.
First down.
He locked him on his legs and drug him across the turf, and he stomped him.
And then they're still reaching in for the ball.
Was that 44?
No, it was 20. It was the linebacker on the
Landon
far side.
Solano and the other guy, the linebacker, I think it was number
24.
There
you go.
Ben Herdman. And now Terrace Hobbs running up the field. By the way, Terrace Hobbs is a junior running back, 5'11", 180 pounds. A 1st and 10 on the 47 now, puts them back now to 1st and goal on the 38 of Vikings territory. 2 minutes left. Smalls under pressure, got to get away, fires, and he throws it away to the Vikings bench. 2nd 10 coming up here. We need to pause for 10 seconds of station identification. This is coverage of the state playoffs on the Community Radio Network and Comets football.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Thank you for joining us. 2nd and 10 on the 38. Smalls goes right up the middle to Hobbs. Run the ball, baby. Run number 5 alive. And he does it again. Under 2 minutes remaining. He'll get half the distance. It'll be a 3rd and 5 with 90 seconds left, Kevin, in the first half.
Hey, keep going. Keep running. This I have a feeling it's going to be 4-down territory again.
Remember those Fowler 2-minute drills, right? You got 2 minutes to run up the field, the 2-minute offense. We're seeing it right now. Smalls goes to Hobbs right up the middle of the heart of the Vikings off defense.
That's going to be close.
Rushing, driving, pushing, still there. Forward momentum. It's going to be close.
That's close.
Looks like it's going to be a 4th down and 1.
They're going to say 4th and 1. I would say go for it.
Oh yeah, push them and go.
There is a minute left to go.
Them being where they're at, it would be like a punt situation, anyways. I mean, they don't have good field position where they're at.
4th and 1. Smalls right up the middle, driving in more. He'll move it. The chains. They're heading towards another. Atwell Exterior Services 1st down, and it is 1st and 10 Clayton. Under 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The clock is running.
Come on, guys.
It has been a fun hour here at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. 1st and 10, ball on the 25. Trying to score before the end of the half, and he's there. Got him.
Touchdown.
The man that started scoring is touchdown. No touchdown. Yes, it is. D'Angelo Ruffin. There was a little delay before they called touchdown, but there's a flag on the play.
It's going to be after the touchdown, though.
25-yard touchdown toss.
So there might be another amount of excessive celebration, but there was a touchdown made. D'Angelo Ruffin scored for the Comets to start the scoring tonight, and he scores again before the end of the first half. By the way, go for Dose. Go for Dose, and it's a 35-point lead. You can run the clock to start the third
Touchdown's
quarter.
Good. What was he saying? Dead ball.
And it's
unsportsmanlike on Clayton.
Yeah, it was after the touchdown, so you're going to back him up here. Do you go for 2?
He looks like he's going for 2.
What do you go for, Dose? As he says, go for Dose, go for 2. Remember, if you're leading 35-0 at the start of the third quarter, the running clock begins.
Now, is it up by 35 points or
you
just 35-0?
You got to be 35 points or more.
Okay.
So if you go for 2 and you score, the running clock would begin at the start of the second half, third quarter.
Hey, they're going for the dagger. Go for it.
Clayton is going for dose.
They get this.
They need 2. Running clock, a lot on the line. Got it. Smith, and he tripped on his own self and drops.
Oh, nice.
Dang it.
Hey, all right, that's all right.
So the score now, 25 seconds left going in first half.
33-0 right now. I'll take it.
He tripped on his own feet, Kevin.
Yeah, what did I always say? The carpet monster come up and got him.
The turf monster. The turf monster. 33-0. That's all right, though, because Kim Winslow back down to you for another Eastern Technical Design touchdown and scoring recap with another All-State sideline report. Every offensive drive, the first 24 minutes of this game, Clayton has put points on the board. Offensive coordinators and Coach Scott Chadwick's got to be damn happy.
Absolutely. You know, on the Comets Weekly radio show this week, we talked about how just precious every possession is. You know, that last week they only got 3 possessions in the first half. And, you know, they got 2 scores out of it, but a field goal and a touchdown. And this tonight, 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns.
And by the way, how important was that 2-point conversion? If it would have went in, it would have cost a running clock to start the third quarter.
Yeah, but remember, we get the ball first.
You get the football to start the third quarter. I want to emphasize that. They get the football, Clayton will to start the second half, Kevin Stump.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's what you got to do. When you got the ball, you have to, you know, like I said, you know, put in the dagger. Go ahead and score as much as you can. I mean, because they wouldn't stop if they had the ball like that.
Low kick around the 45, picked up by number 51. The big man breaks away, and he got dropped on his back. That was Josh Davis. That guy is number 51, Davis. And it will now bring up the offense of the Vikings in Comets territory. 1st and 10 on the 42. The passionate Mark Coates coming up at the Peanut Company at the half, and I'm going to love to hear what Mark's got to say about this game. He dressed up for this occasion.
Only chance I had to have a mugshot.
And the cut.
The last couple weeks, we're lucky you done.
1st and 10, ball on the 42. And one of the Coates' sons are here. Miss Amy's in the back. 1st and 10, ball on the 42.
Looks like they're
both of the Coates brothers? Okay, Marcus and Will Coates are both here.
That quarterback's 27, but he ain't on
QB
their
change.
list.
QB change, number 27. We don't know who that is. Who are you?
That's a different number.
Is that a JV quarterback?
Change at the quarterback position for DH Conley.
We don't know who it is. Somebody cue up the who. Who are you? Who are you? Who?
And I was watching their
I said,
award
who are
box.
you? Robbie, we keep unveiling how old we are. What's it? 2nd and 10. 27 fires. Interception. Charles Smith.
Go.
And he gets dropped at the 45.
For the Comets on the interception.
Comets football. Charles Smith interception.
All right, now
that's the second time it's been picked off. One was a pick six touchdown.
That defense tonight so far is at 3 turnover on downs.
3 turnover on downs, 2 interceptions, one pick six.
One of those Huskies went for the pick six as well.
33-0. What do you think, Hail Mary?
That's what I'm saying. I was looking at Chadwick right then.
He's going to take a shot. I'm going to go for a running clock.
You've got Aiden on at the wide receiver position.
Even
in
if
the slot.
even if you could just get to field goal range. Timeout, D.H. Conley.
Timeout, D.H. Conley.
I would just say this: if you could throw a good throw, get out of bounds, put Nate Lunger in for a field goal.
No. I've got my theories. Look, you've got Aiden out there in the slot. And you've got Carson Jones at the quarterback. Who's to say they're not going to run a hook and ladder?
Oh, the option, yes, that's right. Oh, the hook and ladder. From a little Billy Bob time.
This ain't that crazy play where I run around and act like I'm lost, is it?
Now, Wesley, something that's changing a little bit here by the moment.
Yes.
And I want to get Kim's opinion on this, what's happening more down on the field. It is starting to rain on my computer and Stream Deck down here. So
wow.
I wonder if that's played into any factors of that last interception, if the ball is getting more
No,
wet.
it's just kind of sprinkling, and it started on the Comets during the Comets' last possession, so it's kind of been spitting. It's stopped now, though.
And you got Aiden in
It
the
is
slot
misting.
again. Look, there goes Aiden right down the middle.
Aiden Smalls, he's going to
Jones
find
winding him
Carson
up.
Jones, fires, Aiden Smalls, got it!
Almost.
Incomplete!
Hey.
He would have called it at the 5, but it's still good! That is the end of the first half! Carson Jones launched one! He soared one to Smalls! It drops at the 5, it's incomplete! But that is the first half! Kim Winslow down to her. She's going to try to go grab the coach very quickly. Brian, zoom in on them right there straight at the 40. Let's go down
Coach
to Kim.
Chadwick, last week coming out of the bye, the team kind of started off a little sluggish, had to punt on that first possession, ended up with field goal touchdown. This week, 4 offensive possessions, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, real pleased with everybody. Doing a great job defensively, getting stops. Offense can't do much better, so we're really, really pleased.
Ideal start for you, Coach. Keep it going in the second half.
The poise of Coach Scott Chadwick, quick to the point, as Kim said, and then they go right back out there and take care of business. 33-0 at the half. It's the Clayton Peanut Company halftime report. The holiday season is here, and let the Kilpatrick family and Clayton Peanut Company let you fill up your stocking and your snack jars for Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year holiday cheer. Mention CRN, and we will give you, or they will give you 10% off of your order for Clayton Peanut Company products.
Well, as much as peanuts have been going at the grocery store, I mean, I'll take it. Any kind of discount will give me. I like some honey roasted cashews. Get some of those.
I think they got all of them. You never know what they'll come up with. It is halftime. It is halftime. It is 33-0. A quick break. Mark and Robbie coming up on the other side. This is going to be fun to hear what they got to say.
Yeah.
Clayton Peanut Company at the half. What a fun hour and 20 minutes of football. And right now, Clayton is leading in round 3 of the playoffs. 33-0. A couple of commercials. Mark and Robbie are coming around at halftime next. Dubby Energy provides high-quality energy drinks with a blend of natural ingredients, ensuring a clean and effective energy boost without the crash later or even the jitters. Dubby Energy is committed to helping individuals stay energized and perform at their best. When you need to have a little energy boost without all the lag or fatigue, let Dubby Energy take care of your body today. Use the promo code CRN for 10% off of your order every time. Dubby Energy. Eastern Technical Design Incorporated provides design and drafting services for commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Services include architectural renderings, preliminary plan design, as well as final construction drawings. These drawings include all the necessary structural, building, plumbing, and mechanical electrical plans as required to produce and deliver a finished building and/or structure. This company is proudly owned by LFRL's Tracy Brown. Eastern Technical Design. Contact them today at 245-1599 or email them at easterntechnicaldesign@gmail.com. Commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Eastern Technical Design is the perfect plan for your building needs. Vincent's Pub and Eatery on 800 East Main Street has been a go-to destination for the Clayton Comets community and everybody of Seatown. Vincent's Pub and Eatery takes care of all of your food and beverage needs for weekly specials, appetizers, burgers, sandwiches, the entrees, the Vincent special salads. Hey, do you like the desserts? I do too. Side desserts, delicious beverages from soda products, sweet tea, and yes, even your adult beverages. Big screen televisions cover all the action with your favorite sporting events. And the home of Comets Football Weekly every Tuesday night from Vincent's Pub and Eatery. 800 East Main Street. Tell them the Community Radio Network sent you. Vincent's Pub and Eatery. Good food, good fun, and go Comets!